Guys, the day that no one ever wanted to suffer finally happened. Legendary Marvel co-creator Stan Lee sadly passed away today about a couple hours ago. Word is that Stan was rushed to the hospital in the morning and so far no detail into what happened to him. I don't know what more to say, guys. This is just the day that no one ever wanted to, go through. Like, it's going all over. Anyone that's played a Marvel character is already paying tribute to Stan, from Robert Downey Jr. to Tom Holland, everyone. Even people that weren't in the Marvel, everyone's just paying their tribute. All the cons, everyone's just saying their respects to Stan. And now for me, the first time I met Stan Lee was in 2 years ago at Silicon Valley Comic Con, which a con he helped co-create. And it's like that. I had the opportunity to get a photo with them. I waited in line 5 hours. Well, not really, 3 hours. And then, I got there and, man, I was just overwhelmed to be in his presence. And it's like, I got to shake his hand. And, of course, like me and him were wearing matching green sweaters. And it's like, it's just being in his presence. I got to shake his hand and he said to me, "Oh, thank you." And it's like, I got my photo and, of course, I've showed it with you guys. But here it is again. And of course, after that, it was like, when else would I meet Stan? He came up to San Francisco like last year, and I, brought in a friend, and I went to, I got a photo with him again. And of course, an autograph, which, well, of course, with also Adam West's. Of course, Stan's autograph is right here. And of course, earlier this year, Stan Lee said that he wasn't going to do no more autographs. And for that, now I do have something from him. Maybe, thanks to Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, I was able to, just have him autograph something that no one else would ever autograph. But the last time I saw Stan in person was I didn't actually see him at the Silicon Valley that came out this year. I didn't see him because, I already gotten everything I needed from him, but it would have been nice to see him. Of course, the last time I did see him in person was last year's Stan Lee's LA Comic Con, when it was called that. It's just, thank you, Stan. I think millions of people are forever in your debt for creating these characters that that you put so much into and shared it with the whole world, with all of us, not just one person, but all of us for years. And it's like, how can we ever repay you for that, Stan? Like, how? I mean, there's no one ever gonna be like you in this world. No one. And for that, we're forever thankful for, you creating these characters that we relate to, people that we imagine we wish we would be. And you did this for us, Stan. And of course, it's like, what more could we say? I mean, your humor, your humbleness, your kindness to all of us. It's like, there won't be another you, and we all know that. And for that, we're forever thanking for that, Stan. May the power protect you. And of course, to wrap this tribute up, here's every moment I've seen of Stan, guys. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Excelsior. He's more important than the president. What, the comic book guy? Comic book guy? He's more important than God. He's more important. Everyone. Thanks for coming.
Everyone, Stan Lee.
Now I can use this mic, or I can use this mic. I'm loaded with mics. Glad to see you all, whoever you are. Why am I here? Hear from me. in the business. And when you see him, I want you to remember, he was a 97-pound weakling until I gave him all those instructions on how to build himself up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the biggest treat for you. I want you to see The Rock. To be photographed with guys who are bigger and stronger and taller and better looking, but I'll make an exception for him. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, The Rock!
Stanley's LA Comic Con. I'm Stan Lee.
And I'm Todd McFarlane. Thank you very
right.
much. Anyone got a question? No. Mike, kick it off.
All right, you're not here to see us. We got roped in. God, am I honored. Let's bring up our very first guest. It's Mr. Todd Spawn McFarlane.
Hello, hello. Thank you for coming this early this morning. Appreciate it. Good to meet you. We're going to have some fun with you, and we got a big guy coming up here they're going to introduce. Go ahead.
I mean, without further ado, this man needs no introduction. His name is on the name of the con. Please put your hands together for Mr. Stan Lee! Stan Lee, ladies and gentlemen!
You again? Where do I go?
Right here. Right here.
Where do you go? All right.
They want to show.
Whose house, people? Stan's house! That's right.
You good? You sitting good? Sitting good? You got some media here? All right.
We're out here. We're gonna build.
I mean this in a negative way, because you have a lot of creative ability. But did you ever have any artistic ability? Did you ever want to be?
I beg you, didn't help.
Comic Con, it's me, Kevin Smithman, and I wish I could be there, but I'm not there this weekend. I'm off someplace doing other shows, sadly. But this isn't about me. Everything normally is, but this is not about me. This is about my personal hero, Mr. Stan Lee. Now, if you guys know anything about pop culture, you know that Stan Lee is one of the architects of pop culture. If there's a Mount Rushmore of pop culture figures, Stan Lee is definitely one of the heads on that Mount Rushmore of pop culture figures. And Stan Lee has had, as most of us know, follow the news, tough year, man. He had a bad year before and stuff. He's doing much better, but he's not going to be at the con this year. We felt like, you know what, it'd be a good idea for all of us, his children, the children of Stan Lee, those of us who walk in Stan's path, those of us who benefited from Stan's lifetime of work. It could maybe cheer him up and give him a hello and give him a big old "we love you" Stan. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm here to lead you. We got cameras trained on you all around the room right now. We're going to shoot this and we're going to present it to Stan. So I want you to repeat after me. What we're going to say is, "We love you, Stan. Excelsior." And if you do this correctly, you can go to your IMDb page and say you've been directed by Kevin Smith. Okay, so here we go. Now remember, it's going to be like, "We love you, Stan. Excelsior." Here we go. Count of three. Ready? 1. Be better than Jason Mewes. 2. More Damon, less Affleck. And 3. We love you, Stan. Excelsior.
stay tuned. We've got Tenacious D right on this stage in about 10 minutes.